Okay, this is an example of some isolation routing that I've done on this pretty small board. Well, it's 74 by 88 millimeters. The first thing you probably notice is that the registration isn't quite there, but there is enough isolation in those holes to be able to get my rear pins in without shorting anything out. This is just positioning on the bed that I've got to sort out to get it absolutely spot on. I'm not showing it being milled, because once you've seen one of those, you've seen them all really. Much more important is to see the accuracy of the result. Now, this design was made by Target 3001. Benefit of using that is that the design can be in the same program. In the Target 3001 you can produce a G-code output with isolation milling, so no need to use different software. This is all done by the same design, PCB design software, and it produces the code with a slight variation which I've added. It also does the drilling code and the G-code for the milling the edges. On this I used a Mega 30-degree conical bit, and it was all done on my CNC machine, which is driven by Mach 3. One of the good things about Mach 3 is that you within Mach 3 you can use the Visual Basic programmer, and using that I've made myself some G-code that probes this board when it's tight, when it's held down, probes it every 10 on a 10mm grid, and makes a matrix of the height. Then the same Visual Basic program takes the original G-code and puts the amended Z heights to take into account the difference in the height of the board. The height is one of the most critical things, well, it's not the most critical thing when you're actually doing isolation routing. Okay, so let's turn it over. That's the top side, which has got not much actually routing. Here's the bottom side, which is a bit more detailed. That there is an at Mega 8, or it will be, it's put on there. All those chips are 0805s, and the three-legged ones are SOT23. There's one there. So those are as it came off the bed. No, I've had to do no alterations to it. It's as it came off. This will then, this is actually doing something, because here is one I made earlier, and that's populated, 4 sockets on it. This is a Maxim I button probe, so it'll read 4 I buttons and pass the information back to another microprocessor through that, which will be an SPI connection. So basically That's isolation mounting, doing a bit more than turning on a couple of LEDs.